What is up, y'all? It's your boy Charles and Lesbill. Listen, we're checking out legendary hip hop artist Prodigy from the legendary group Mobb Deep. His biography, My Infamous Life. Let's go ahead and check it out, and you can check it out on Audible and Spotify and other audio book platforms. Let's go ahead and get into it. The thumbs up button, guys.
All that was going through my mind was, we just signed away our power and our grandkids' power once again. We went to work on a new album. I came up with the title America's Nightmare because we were rebellious and against the grain, and corporate America fears that. Londell McMillan helped me to complete the deal with my Murder Music movie director, Larry. I cut Larry a small check and kept all the rights. And we shot the last few scenes and began the long, tedious process of editing. I handpicked every cut, like putting a puzzle together. I edited all day and recorded songs at night. After 3 weeks, we had a rough version of the film with a score by Alchemist. I know you're upset with me, but you're going to thank me because I taught you a lot about the movie business, Larry said. If you think the music industry is foul, the film industry is way worse. These people are sharks.
Yes, they are. I'm out here in LA with them, and they damn sure are. And I'm not even fully in the game, and I've already, these some snakes out here, boy, in this Hollywood game. The thumbs up button, guys.
The film was finally done. Thank the Most High. It took 3 years and a lot of money to complete. My friends would joke that I must have been making the Titanic. Murder Music was shot on 16mm film. Nowadays, you can make a good movie using professional quality digital cameras. But any real movie maker will tell you that there's nothing like the look that film will give you.
Right.
I started shopping for a company to release my film. The first meeting I took was with Lionsgate, but I wanted more offers. There was a black film festival in Acapulco, Mexico, and all access passes were like $800, but it was worth the bread. I wanted to go and rub shoulders with others in the film industry. I brought Kiki so we can enjoy Acapulco while we weren't handling business.
$800, Jesus.
This was only our second trip together outside of the tri-state area, and our first outside of the country. Gotti and my man Derek from high school took turns watching the kids while we were gone. When we landed in Acapulco, we rented.
So he left his kids with some homeboys? I don't know if I would leave my kids with some homeboys. Well, maybe these are family members or cousins. I don't know. I can't leave. Although I trust my friends, I don't know if I would leave my homeboys over my kids. I don't know. Except for maybe the ones who are, well, I don't know. I got some friends that already got kids, so I probably would trust them because they already have kids. If I had kids. Hit the thumbs up button, guys.
A Jeep Suzuki drop top so we could move around town. Driving along the beautiful ocean side, far away from the dirty New York buildings, it felt great to be with Kiki. Most celebrities were staying at the same hotel, so I saw a lot of familiar faces like Mekhi Phifer, Bill Duke, Lisa Ray, and Master P and his wife. I attended seminars and learned about film editing, directing, and distribution. On the last night of the festival, I bumped into my cousin, Eric Daniels, who had become a writer and producer for Disney movies. Remember when my pops kidnapped me and took me to Detroit? Eric was Pop's cousin Beverly's son. Now he was a grown man and at the festival with his wife. It was a great surprise to see him. Biz Markie was DJing at a club across from the hotel, so Kiki and I decided to go. We argued a lot in Mexico over other women, but I promised that I would leave all that type of stuff for her book. Kiki and I had another argument at the Bismarck party and went back to our room to have angry drunk sex. The next morning, we flew.
I wonder, did his wife ever make a book about probably not now, because he's passed on. I'm pretty sure you don't want to. I guess that would be in bad taste to do a book about your deceased husband or your boyfriend, whatever, and saying that he was a cheater and the person has passed. I don't know. What do y'all think? Leave it in the comments.
Flew back to New York, back to the normal hustle. Ja pressed up our Gangsters Roll singles to get the buzz going for America's Nightmare. We had a hot song with 50 Cent called Pop Those Things in his stash, but I told Havoc it wasn't a good idea to put it on our album. 50 was too hot at that time, and I wanted to avoid anyone saying, oh, Mobb Deep is only hot now because of 50.
Yeah.
I already had a 50 Cent collaboration on the Murder Music soundtrack called Bump That. DJs would only play 50's verse from Bump That on the radio, then would switch to a...
Looking for a professional photographer for your next big event? Need video of your special day? Then look no further. For $100 an hour, have a professional photographer or videographer shoot your wedding, birthday party, quinceañera, bar mitzvah or bat mitzvah, anniversary party, or whatever your special occasion may be. Highlight your event with professional, crisp photos and video. Check out Charles Arness Photography on Instagram, as well as book us for your next event. Must live in the Southern California area.
Another 50 song, like our verses didn't even matter.
Damn.
Wow, that ain't feel too good.
That's cool.
It made me want to go hunt for the DJs who did that. 50 would make new songs out of other rappers and R&B singers' tracks. This had a lot of rappers upset because 50 would turn their singles into his singles. Havoc and I decided to start doing what 50 was doing, taking his Magic Stick beat and making our own version called Matic Clips, about guns instead of sex. It worked. Ja Rule from Murder Inc. was upset that 50 was dissing him on his Wankster single. The whole song was clowning him. So Ja retaliated by making a song called New York. I'm not a Ja Rule fan. He was always corny to me.
Ooh.
Plus my man E Money Bags didn't like his whole Murder Inc. and Supreme Team crew. So Ja Rule was the enemy. Ja Rule's shooting his video today and he wants us to be in it, Havoc said in the studio one day. So what? I said, looking at Hav puzzled. Fuck Ja Rule. I don't want to be in that nigga video. Come on, I'm going, Hav said. Come with me. Nah, I'm good. Fuck Ja Rule and his video. You ain't gotta be in the video if you don't want to, Hav said. Just come with me, so I ain't gotta go by myself. There's gonna be mad bitches there. Okay, I'll meet you over there, I said, though I had no intentions of showing up. Send me the location. That night, I went to Alchemist's crib in Manhattan to bring him a copy of the Murder Music movie. I started bringing my camcorder everywhere and filmed us in Alchemist's apartment working on a song for his album called Hold You Down. Alchemist's brother, Neil, had 50 Cent's DVD, The New Breed. So we watched 50's DVD and Murder Music and smoked some blunts. At our Queens studio the following day, Havoc was mad that I stood him up, telling me that I missed out on seeing all the females and the rappers in Ja's New York video featuring Fat Joe and Jadakiss. So what? I said to myself. I don't give a fuck who was there. All I cared about was Mobb Deep and America's Nightmare. We proceeded to work on the album. Fuck everybody else, especially Irv Gotti and Ja Rule.
Wow, so I did not know Prodigy didn't like Ja Rule. Damn. Well, I guess if he was rolling with 50, of course, back then, he gonna roll with 50. But wow, he thought that Ja Rule was corny. You know, I ain't even gonna front. I was annoyed by Ja Rule. Not saying I had anything against him, but they would always play his music over and back before 50 became hot. Every song had featuring Ja Rule, Ashanti featuring Ja Rule, some other singer, Jennifer Lopez featuring Ja Rule. I'm like, Jesus, he was on every song. And then I would say maybe a couple years later, then 50 came out, and then after that, Lil Wayne was on every song. You know, Lil Wayne I'm like, Jesus, he on every freaking song. You know, I just get tired of that. Like, they would wear rappers' welcomes out fast back then. They would put them, if a rapper was hot, then every R&B singer or singer would want them on their album. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, this is from Prodigy My Infamous Life, his autobiography. I didn't know that. That's crazy about he didn't like Ja Rule. Anyway, did y'all know this about Prodigy not liking Ja Rule? If y'all have, I'm not really a big Mobb Deep fan either, but I liked a couple of their songs. I like that one song they had with Lil Kim. I think it was called "It's the Real." That was a dope ass song. But anyway, leave your comments and check out the autobiography of Mobb Deep's Prodigy, My Infamous Life, on Audible or Spotify. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel, Charles Inez World, and hit that thumbs up button. Appreciate you guys listening.